A very good morning to all of you, to all the students. Hope you are doing well. Today we are here to discuss a sample paper of grade 5. So as we know that our Olympiad exams are coming very soon, so we have to buck up with our preparation, and we have now go through the different question papers. We have to solve the sample papers so that we can understand how much we are prepared. So here we have come with a sample paper discussion today. So we will discuss a sample paper, a whole of sample paper of grade 5. So as you can see, the first part of the question paper, it consists of questions from logical reasoning. So in the logical reasoning part, there are a total of 10 questions, right? So this 10 questions carries 1 mark each. From the 11th question, the science question starts, right? So from the 11th till the 50th questions, all are related to the science subjects, okay? And if you see the science question, it starts from question number 11 and it goes till question number 45. And the last portion of the question paper, it consists of some broader and a bit of tricky questions from question number 46. So these questions are from achiever section. So in the achiever section, the each question carries 3 marks, right? So like this, the total marks of the question paper is 60, right? So till 45, it is 1 mark each, and from 46 to 50, it is 3 mark each, right? So now we will discuss the questions of this sample paper that we have taken today. So as I have already said that this question paper, it consists of the first part consists of the questions from logical reasoning. So logical reasoning, we have to be a bit we have to be a bit logical in this sense. Why? Because we have to think the patterns, we have to think this analytically, right? So let's see, let's start with the sample paper discussion, right? Okay, so coming to the first question of the logical reasoning, the first question says, which of the following option will continue the series established by the problem figure? So if you see here, the figure says, see the signs. If you see the signs that all the signs are moving at a anti-clockwise direction. So in this figure, if you see the first figure here, this is the first one, this is the second one. See, this arrow mark has moved here. This one has moved here. So it is all are moving here like this. It is moving like this, right? So if you see the third figure, it has changed from here to here. The arrow mark has changed from here to here. It's moving. And in the fourth figure, if you see, the arrow mark has changed from here, correct? So logically, in the fifth figure, the arrow should be here, correct? The arrow should be here. The triangle shape should be here. This shape should be here, and this one should be here. And in the middle, it should be the transparent O. So from here, we can see that the D figure is exactly the same one, right? So D is the correct answer of this question. Coming to question number 2, Kavya is facing the theater. She turns 225 degrees in anti-clockwise direction. Where will she be facing now? So here we can see Kavya, this is the theater, and Kavya is facing this side, right? So as we know, if we have this division, so each division consists of 90 degrees. So line in between this, so this angle will be 45, correct? So this angle will be 45. So from the theater to the park, it is 45. From park to temple, it is 45. From temple to mall, it is 45. From mall to museum, it is 45. And from museum to the market, which they are asking for, is 45. So if you sum up all this, it will come to 225 degrees. So if Kavya is facing the theater and she is moving in an anti-clockwise direction, and turning 225 degrees, she will be facing the museum. So museum will be the correct answer. Not museum actually, it is the market, right? So market will be the correct answer, right? Okay. Coming to question number 3. So here in question number 3, it is said, if in a certain code language, friend is written as IRFDNE. So let's solve like this. So let's write down FRIEND. So the friend word is written as IRFDNE, right? So here we see that R is in its original place and A is in its original place. So which one is moving? It's I and F in the first part and E and D in the second part, right? So same thing we have to do with the mother word, right? So MOTHER. So how it will be? T will be coming here in M's place. T, O will remain same. M will come here. And in case of the second part, this here R will be here. E will remain the same, and H will come here. So the answer will be option number A, right? Okay, coming to question number 4, which of the following option will complete the pattern in figure X? So let's see. So like this, the line here, it will be like this. This will join here completely. A line will divide this one, correct? And as this portion is here, so it will be in this portion. This shaded portion will be this. So what do you think? Which one will be similar to this? It is option number D. So here in this question, the question like this, we have to see the patterns of the other, right? So like this, we have to make the similar one. Coming to question number 5, in question number 5, it is said, find the missing number if a certain rule is followed in the given figure. So let's see, in the first figure, it is 13 is in the middle, right? So how they have done? They have done this diagonally, they have multiplied, that is 5 into 2, that is 10, and 3 plus 1, that is 3. So 10 plus 3 is 13. In the third figure, if you see, 29 is coming how? They have multiplied diagonally. 6 into 4, that is 24, and 5 plus 1, that is 5. So 29 is the answer. Same thing we have to do for this one. So how we have to do? 4 into 3 is 12 and 5 plus 1 is 5. So the summation of 12 plus 5 is 17. So 17 should be the answer here. So the correct answer is 17. Coming to the 6th question, select the correct mirror image of figure X. So here we can see the mirror and this is the figure. So how we have to do is, like, the triangle should be here, correct? From the triangle, from the middle of the triangle, the square is rising. So it will be like this. This one will be half shaded, like this. This CE will look like, mirror image E will be like this and C will be this. Okay. And sorry, C will be the opposite way. This is mirror, right? E is this. C will be the opposite side. This will be C. And this one will be, I will be here, U in the middle, and J will be facing this side. So if you see, the correct picture here will be option number C, right? So C is the correct option. Coming to question number 7. Which of the following Venn diagrams best represent the relationship amongst player, men, and champions? So if we have to draw the Venn diagram here, so let's draw a circle. So amongst the men, some are the players And amongst the players, some are the champions, right? So if you see, this figure will resemble option number D, right? So we have to draw a relationship like this. Coming to question number 8. In question number 8, it is asked, count the number of squares formed in the given figure. So if you see, starting from the smallest, this one, so here, this is 1 square, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and the total of this is 5, correct? This is 5. Same thing with the bigger one. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this total is 1, that is 5. So 5 plus 5, we have 10 here. And this one is 1, that is 10 plus 1, 11. And this is 1, that is 12. So a total of 12 squares are here in the figure, right? Coming to question number 9 now. In question number 9, it is asked, which of the following option is exactly embedded in figure X? So if you see in option A, this figure is not present in the grid, right? If you see option B, this figure is not present. This one is not present. Coming to C, if you see here, so this will be starting from here. This will be starting from here. It will go like this. Then it can go like this. Then it can go like this, the pattern, and then this, right? So the figure C can be exactly embedded inside the figure X. So option C will be the correct answer. Coming to question number 10, which of the following word cannot be formed from the letter of the given word? So here we can see the letters are creation, right? So in the first one, react is present, R-E-A-C-T, all the words are present. In B, action, all the words are present in creation. Torn, all the words are present, T-O-R, and all are present. But in case of Hector, H is not present in the creation word. So this will be the correct answer. Why? Because this word is cannot be found by the letter in the word creation, right? So D will be the correct answer. Now we have completed the first 10 questions of logical reasoning. Now we will go to the questions of science part, right? So let's see the question. 11th question of the science part says, which of the following statement is incorrect about the sun? The first option says the sun is a huge mass of very hot gases. This is correct. The second option says the sun is the only planet that we can see in the day. So the sun is the planet. No, the sun is not a planet. It is actually a star. So this is the wrong statement, right? So our answer is option number B. Coming to question number 12. In question number 12, it is said, X cannot make its own food and reproduce with the help of tiny structure called spores. Which of the following represent X? So as it cannot make its own food and it reproduced by spore, the correct answer will be mushroom. Why mushroom? Because mushrooms are the what? They are the saprophytes, right? They cannot make their own food and they always reproduce through the spores. So mushroom will be the correct answer, right? Okay. Question number 13. In question number 13, it is said, Amit continued to heat 100 ml of pure water for 15 minutes. So he is heating 100 ml of water for 15 minutes. After it has reached boiling temperature. So we know boiling temperature is 100 degrees centigrade, and amount of water that Amit has taken is 100 ml, and he is heating the water for 15 minutes. So these are the criteria that is already provided to us. So from here, from the options here, we have to find out which will be the end result, right? Let's see. In option A, it is given as 100 degree, 100 ml. So do you think after heating for 15 minutes at 100 degree, the water will remain same 100 ml? No, right? Why? Because the some amount of water will be evaporated. Coming to option number B, in option number B, it is given that the temperature is 100 degree and the water is 65 ml. So this is the correct answer. Why? Because when the water has reached to its boiling point, that is 100 degrees, and we are boiling it for 15 minutes, definitely some amount of water will get vaporized, it will get evaporated, and the amount of water will decrease. So it will be 65 ml. So the correct answer is option number B. Coming to question number 14. So in question number 14, it is said, the given figure shows the phases of the moon as seen from Earth on different nights. So December 21, it was half moon. December 26, it was waxing gibbous, right? This is waxing gibbous. After 2 days from the waxing gibbous, we have the full moon. After full moon, after 2 days, it will be what? It will be the waning gibbous, right? So the figure will look like this, right? It will be waning gibbous. So the correct answer will be option number C, right? Coming to question number 15, study the given classification of charts. So here we have the material and we have two groups, group X and group Y. So in group X, we can see is styrofoam, wooden chopstick and rubber duck. So if you see the material of this group X, they consist of the material that can float, right? That can float in the water. Why? Because all this have a lower density than water, correct? And in group Y, what are the items given here? It is metal coin, ceramic bowl, glass marble. So here all the objects, they have higher density than water, correct? So if they have higher density of water, so all sink in water. So here the suitable heading for group X and group Y should be, the group X should have the items that floats on water, and group Y contains the items that sink in water, right? So they are differentiated based on the properties of floating or sinking in water. Coming to question number 16. In question number 16, it is said, Vitika was asked to draw a human digestive system. The diagram drawn by her is shown here. If we had a digestive system as shown here, what would be the consequence? So here you can see that in the diagram, she has placed the liver here. Liver and pancreas here. So if she has placed the liver here, that means the liver and the pancreas, they cannot give the digestive juices to the small intestine properly. So what will happen? Let's see. The food will not be churned well. As a result, digestion will be slower. This is correct, because the digestive juice will not be poured. Bile will not be produced. Yes, bile will not be produced because it is placed in the upper part of the digestive system. So this cannot happen. So this is also true. Bacteria present in the food will not be killed. No, this is wrong. So the correct answer will be both A and B, option number D. Right? So if we have a digestive system as Ritika has drawn here, so the consequence will be the food will not get digested properly and the bile will not be produced well. Coming to question number 17, soil pollution can be reduced by increasing the use of. So we know soil pollution can be reduced. How? If we use the biodegradable and recyclable materials. So these are the things that easily get decomposed and they don't cause any pollution. So the correct option will be A. Use and throw articles, this is wrong. Electronic and plastic products, they are not biodegradable, so this is also wrong. Forest products without reforestation, so this is also wrong, right? So we, to reduce the soil pollution, we have to use the biodegradable and recyclable materials that are easily decomposed, right? Coming to question number 18, Mohan is very sensitive to green chilies. Whenever he heats them, he gets rashes on its body. Mohan has a disorder called. So rashes and all things, they are formed by allergies, right? So from here, from the statement here, we can understand that Mohan is sensitive to green chilies because he is allergic to green chilies. So measles, it cannot happen. Why? Because measles is a viral disease. Anemia, it happens because of iron deficiency. Cholera, it is caused by bacteria. It is a bacterial waterborne disease, and allergy will be the correct answer. Coming to question number 19. In question number 19, it is said the organism P migrates to a new place, reproduces, and then dies. Which of these can be P? Salmon, polar bear, Arctic tern, and Siberian cane. So the correct answer is salmon. Why? Because salmon fish, they migrate to new place so that they can reproduce, and after after laying eggs, this salmon fish, they die. So the correct answer will be salmon here. Coming to the next question, question number 20. In question number 20, we can see a figure and it is said Aradhya dips a can into a container of soapy water as shown here. So this container is containing soapy water and she has put a can, the top part of the can here with the soapy water. So a thin film of soapy water was formed over the mouth, right? So what will happen? Aradhya hold the can tightly in her hand for a while. What do you think will happen? Let's see what will happen. The first option says nothing will happen. This cannot possible. Something will happen, right? Because it has already touched the soapy water, right? Second option says a bubble will form out of the mouth of the can. A bubble will form. So bubble will form and it will out of the mouth of the can. So this is not possible because there is no air pressure. So this is also wrong. The third option says the film will sink into the can. This is also not possible, right? The film cannot sink into the can because we are not giving any upward pressure from this. The third option says the the film will pop. This is the correct answer because after touching the soapy water, the film will be produced, and as she is holding it for some time, after some time, the thin film that is formed by the soapy water, it will pop. So D is the correct answer. Coming to question number 21. Question number 21 says, which of the following statements show correct difference between an adult mosquito and its young one? The first option says, the adult mosquito lives on land, but its young one lives in water. This is correct, right? Adult mosquitoes, we can see they are moving here and there. We can see it inside our room also. But the young ones of the mosquitoes, they live in the water. This is correct. The second option says the adult mosquito molts, but its young one does not. This is incorrect, right? This is incorrect. Coming to the third option, the adult female mosquito feeds on the blood of animals, but its young one feed on the microscopic organism. This is also correct. Why? Because we have seen the adult female mosquito, they bite us and they suck the blood, right? So they feed on the blood meal, but the young mosquitoes, as they remain in the water, they feed on the microscopic organism present in the water, right? So this is correct. The fourth option says the adult mosquito breathes in air through its gills, but its young one breathes through a special tube. So mosquitoes, they don't have gills, right? They don't have gills. So this is a wrong statement. So here we can see the correct statement is point 1 and point 3. So our answer is option number C, right? Coming to question number 22, which of the following set of gases contributes to global warming? So if you see the options, the first option, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, and ozone, nitrogen does not help in the global warming. Oxygen, carbon dioxide, ozone, and methane, oxygen does not contribute to global warming. CFC, chlorofluorocarbon, oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide, oxygen and nitrogen does not contribute for global warming. Coming to option number D, methane, carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, and water vapor. Yes, this is correct, right? All these gases, they contribute to global warming. So option number D is the correct one. Coming to question number 23. In question number 23, it is said, Rishi is a contractor who is clearing a forest patch to build a sport complex in its place. So he is clearing the forest patch and he will make a sport complex in that place. So which of the following would possibly be the consequence of this activity, right? Let's see one by one. Point 1 says some animals will become extinct. This is correct because if he is clearing the forest patch, some of the animals will lose their habitat, their living place. So they may become extinct. So this is correct. Option number 2 says some possible sources of natural drug to cure diseases will be lost. This is also correct. Why? Because we know that plants, some plants are very much good for and they have medicinal values. So if he is clearing the forest area, that means what? Many of the plants will die and some of the natural drugs, that means some of the plants with medicinal value will be lost. So this is correct. The problem of global warming will reduce? No. The problem of global warming, it will not reduce, it will increase. And water table will replenish? No. So the correct options are 1 and 2. So the correct answer will be option number A, right? Coming to question number 24, the question number 24 says, the material used to make which of the following items can also be used to make a box for transporting cooked food item in order to keep them hot. So we know metals, they are good conductor of heat. So they will lose the heat very early. Paper clips, they are also made up of steel. So steel also is a good conductor of heat. Frying pan, so these are also good conductor of heat. Only wooden items, they are very bad conductor of heat. So if we make a box made of wood, so this will keep the cooked food very hot. So the correct answer will be option number B. Coming to question number 25. Which of the following statement is correct? So the first option says the mass movement of animals from one place to another is called hibernation. No, this is wrong. It is not called hibernation. This is called migration. Option number B says most material from living resources are biodegradable. Yes, this is correct. Why? Because most of the resources that the living organism, from the living organisms that we get, starting from cotton or any other thing, the plant material, everything are biodegradable. So option B is the correct answer. Coming to question number 26. In question number 26, a classification chart is given. So this is the classification chart that that includes agent of seed dispersal. That means how the seed is being dispersed from one place to another and reproduced. So the first one is wind. X is coconut and lotus. So coconut and lotus can be easily transported by water. So X can be water, right? Next is animal and then Y. Y includes pea and poppy. So pea and poppy, they are dispersed by explosion. So Y can be explosion. Next we come to 1. So here we can see 1 is under the wind. So wind is the agent that disperse dandelion and 1. So 1 can be what? 1 can be anything that can be easily dispersed. So it can be maple. So maple has wing-like structure. So they can be easily transported by the wind. Number 2, animal, mango and 2. So 2 we can take as cockly bird. So cockly bird are the xanthium. So cockly birds, they have the spike-like structure. So the spike-like structure, it easily gets attached to animal body, and these seeds can be easily dispersed from one place to another on touching the animal body. So the correct answer should be option number A, right? Okay, coming to question number 27. In question number 27, it is said, which of the following option correctly represent the condition present on land and water when a sea breeze blows? So, when a sea breeze blows, that means what? So, suppose this is the sea and this is the land. Sea breeze blows always during the day. That means the sun is already there, correct? So, during the sea breeze, the land gets heated more. In the daytime, the land gets heated more and the air rises up. So, as the air rises, hot air rises up, the cool air from the sea, it blows through the land, right? So this is called the sea breeze, as we all know. So here in this case, what will happen? On the land, the temperature will be high. On the land, the temperature will be high, and on the water, the temperature will be low. So here the correct answer should be option number B, that tells on land the temperature will be high and on water the temperature will be low. Coming to question number 28. When night becomes very cold, X freezes to form Y, right? What can be X and Y? Hail, snow, not possible. Hail is formed when hail comes down when it rains. So this is not possible. Dew, frost. Yes, dew is formed at night, and when dew gets condensed, it gets freeze, it becomes frost. So B can be the correct answer. Frost and dew, no. Snow and hail, no. So B is the correct answer. The dew that is formed on winter nights, it freezes and it becomes frost, right? Question 29 says, in a newly cleared area, 3 plants X, Y, and Z were planted at the boundary. Plant X spreads over the entire area with time, while plant Y and Z were found limited in the area near the boundary. So if we take 3 shapes, suppose X is this shape we are taking, Y plant we are taking as triangle, and Z plant we are taking. According to the statement, suppose this is the boundary. According to the statement, X is being dispersed around the boundary, correct? It can be seen everywhere, right? Y is fixed in one place. So suppose this is Y and this is Z, right? So we have to find out which one is the correct one. Option A says seed of plant X are dispersed by explosion. So this is wrong. Why? Because if explosion is there, so it cannot, through explosion, it cannot spread throughout the whole boundary. This is not possible. Option B says seeds of plant Y are dispersed by wind. So if it is dispersed by wind, it should go to broader places, and we can see Y is in one place. So this is also not possible. Option C says seeds from plant Z are dispersed by animals. So animals are moving from one place to another. So if they are dispersed, if Z is dispersed by animal, so it should not be confined in one place. So this is also wrong. So our correct answer will be none of this. So none of this justifies the statement that is given in question number 29. Now we come to question number 30. In question number 30, it says the amount of sugar dissolved in 3 beakers P, Q and R is represented in the graph. So here we can see in P beaker, the amount of sugar is 5 grams. In Q, the amount of sugar is 15 grams. And in R, the amount of sugar is 10 grams, right? So which of the following inferences can be made from this? So the first option says, in all the beaker have equal amount of water, then beaker Q is at the highest temperature. So here the amount of sugar is given. The temperature thing is not given. So this we cannot take as the correct one, right? So, and here we can see Q is having the highest quantity of sugar dissolved in it. Coming to option number B says if all the beaker have equal temperature of water, then beaker P has the lowest amount of water. So this is also not possible, right? Why? Because here it is already said that in all the beaker, the amount of sugar, they have not said about the amount of water that is present in the water. So we cannot say that P will have the lowest amount of water, right? So this is also wrong. Coming to option number C, it is said in all the beakers, if all the beakers have equal amount of water, then the beaker P is at the lowest temperature. So this is not possible because P is having, temperature is not given here. So we will not take this as the correct option. So the correct option will be option number D, right? All of this, right? It is all of this. So all of these are actually here is correct, right? Coming to question number 31. Question number 31 says, select the incorrect statement among the following. So the first option says, the revolution period of a planet depends on its distance from the sun. So this is correct because depending on the size and depending on the orbit, the revolution time depends. So as the planets are farther or nearer to the sun, the revolution time depends. Coming to option number B, the option number B says the rotation period of the planet depends on the distance of the sun. No, this is wrong. Why? Because the rotation period, in the rotation, the planet, it rotates on its own axis. Like our Earth, it rotates on its own axis. So this is rotation period. So the rotation period does not depend on the distance from the sun. So this is the incorrect one. But for us, it is the correct one. Why? Because they have asked for the incorrect statement. Coming to question number 32. Question number 32 says, what will happen when a flask of colored water is placed in a container of hot water for some time as shown here? So here we can see that here is a flask. So inside the flask there is colored water. Okay, and inside the this flask, this conical flask, here a glass tube is present, and in the container there is hot water. So what will be the inference here? Let's see. The water in the container will overflow. No, this is wrong. It will not overflow because we are not heating it. We are not doing anything. So it will not overflow. The water level in the glass tube will fall. This is also wrong. In the glass tube, the water will not fall, right? Option C says the water level in the glass tube will rise. This is correct. Why? Because as the flask is present in a container with hot water, that means what? The air inside the flask, it will be in higher temperature. So as it is in the higher temperature, definitely the water level in the tube will increase. So after some time, we will see that the colored water had risen in the glass tube. So C will be the correct answer.